G'day and welcome to another episode. My name is Daethstro, the Aussie Geek, and today we are doing another of the knockoff Legos. This is the Excavator, and I'm calling him Bob. Last time we had Bill, this time we have Bob. Now, before we get into Bill, I did do a modification to Bob, excuse the sore finger, but basically I have actually made this a far more secure, but that doesn't spin anymore because of how I've done this. Now, I am not going to do a size comparison for both vehicle and robot mode, so just be aware of that, but I will at least do the vehicle modes because, honestly, as you would have seen from Bill's second video, the robot mode's a bit junk, so hopefully this one goes a bit better. Also, out of all of them, I don't know, construction vehicle sounds pretty good for Bob. So here we go. So I haven't opened anything, and we had 3 bags, and we had instructions, and I forgot to get my little display pillow. We'll just figure out which side it actually is. Are you telling me robot first? Oh, I was going to say, kind of pointless telling me robot first, considering that isn't how it works. But it actually is telling me robot first. So this is our robot mode. This, I think, is our combined mode. And this should be our robot mode. So I'm just having a look at how the instructions work. Alright, so this gear, which I'm assuming was in Bill, is not in Bob. So that's alright. So yeah, this is part 1. I forgot to mention that. So I think I need to get me a little display thing, providing it doesn't fall over. Alright, so I got my pillow, and for those who are not aware, yes, I got another serving tray because the other one was too small, and this is far better. Alright, so this is alt mode first, so we have all this, so we'll see how this goes. Alright, so I'm just going to take everything out because I don't know what we need specifically for the alt mode and what we don't. I just almost took out Optimus' gun. So if you haven't watched the first one, which I don't know why you wouldn't, but basically I got these cheap for like $4. There's 4 of them. Oops. And you know, you look at the box and it's like, oh, they transform. No, they don't transform. You literally have to rebuild them from scratch. And they do have a combined mode, which I'm calling Counciltron. So let's see how this goes. Bill was a bit wonky, so hopefully Bob is a little bit better. So we want... Where are we? Nope. But yeah, I came up with the idea, if you haven't seen the first one, to do 2, because honestly, doing this in one go was a bit excessive. Assuming it's going to be a just standard black one. Oh, there it is. One of the problems with the instructions is that it's folded up. It's not a book, so it doesn't quite want to sit flat all the time. So that one in there. Lift the camera just a tiny bit. We should have another one, and hopefully I don't have to modify this one. Yeah, I was thinking about leaving them in robot mode, and I'm like, yeah, that's not happening. So we want this, and we want to go into the 3rd hole. So one here, grab this, one here. One's a little bit tighter than the other, but it is what it is. We want, looks like the silver bits. There should be 4 of them. So one here, one there. Oop, it's already coming apart on me. And it's only doing the tracks. This one in here, and this one in here. I'm trying to make sure that I'm actually following suit this time. So we want 2 of the yellows. All right, you just sit there if that's going to make it easy for you. All right, actually, it actually makes it slightly easier for me too. Just lean. Just trying to. So it looks like it's here. Like it's just telling me solid yellows, but I don't have solid yellows. It's just the ones with the holes in it. So hopefully I'm using the right pieces. All right, so those go there. And then we take these gold pieces and put them on either side. The fact that it looks like there's actual track pieces actually impresses me. I don't expect the tracks to actually work, but that does kind of impress me. God knows how they'll actually go together. And the worst thing is also it's getting cold, so anything that stabs in my fingers is a bit eh. Okay, there should be one more right there. Right, then we have a black piece with holes in it. Nope. You? Nope. You. I am actually generally curious if there's any unique parts in these pieces. Then we want that one that goes into there. So it does spin, at least. Okay, so we want black. Trying to figure out how this is working. So, we need that. I'm assuming it's here. Apparently that goes on there. That goes on there. And so we take the other one that I was looking at, and then we grab another black piece, and that goes here, and that goes there. I hope. I do all this, and then I have to pull it apart. So then we take this to here. We take a black 4, which goes onto here. Don't bolt over on me. Stay. We want a 1 yellow that goes in, if I can get in the right spot, in there. Then we want a 2 clip there. That's done, even though it's a bit crooked. That's done. That all goes this way with this middle bit going on to there. Apparently. We'll see if I have to realign it up again. Although that giant gap there is a little disconcerting. So we'll see how this goes when it actually gets all put together. Alright, so we'll put that there for now. Alright, maybe not, because apparently I need to grab things again. What the hell is that piece? There's meant to be a black piece that looks like it's a handle. a gun or something. All right, there it is there. We want to put a red in it. Which way does that go? So it goes this way. That's in. Apparently there's a teeny tiny black piece that goes on the side. Now, why you wouldn't just put that as one piece, I don't know. You mean it's there? It is. That's like really tiny, really tiny. So which way does that go? I'm trying to figure out where it actually plugs in. I think it slips inside. Like this. Oops. Okay. Radio. Sure. Why not? There you go. So that goes on there, and then I should have probably put the red on. That's if it's going to actually stay in there now that I've stuck that in there. Kinda. It actually sort of pushes it down. I wonder. Now, this is probably something that's going to happen, but fair enough. It's a launcher. And you just got to make sure it's pointed down so we can just sit back in. Okay, I wasn't expecting that. Then we want that to go here, which that's not great because I've got no stability underneath there at all. So I'm assuming one of the next parts, surely one of the next parts is going to lock it into place. All right, so we want black here. Yeah, stability is not very here. So that goes there, and I can already feel it disintegrating on me. Oh, wow. I'm going to detach that from there just to give me a little bit more stability. I'll put my fingers in different spots. So now I can actually get under there and lock that in place. Then we want this one that will go here. I still don't like the fact that there's nothing under here. I think another 4x4 piece should have gone under there. Maybe this piece should have gone under. I don't know if it actually has. Well, there actually is a clipping mechanism that I'm just noticing for next step, but I might actually do that just to keep it from falling apart on me. So that goes there and clips into there. So now I have a connection. So that's something. I also need to grab, was it yellow or black? Black too. That's going to go here. We're going to grab another probably yellow to put that there. So now that's actually stable. That's going to go onto there, and we'll put this back. Hopefully remembering whereabouts it's supposed to sit. Is it there? Yep. Still think that's a bit far back. At least it's really swivels. But that goes there. That goes there. That's there. That. Yeah, I'm gonna do this because honestly, so far it's proved to be a lot more effective doing it this way. We want two with a ball, and I've just knocked the gun off. that's a plus. Try to get that line back up again. There we go. All right, that goes there. And this is where we're putting apparently the front window together. So we want an actual angle. I think there's a specific way to put this. It's just how it angles. That goes on there, that goes on there. And this goes on here. Then goes back. I'm assuming the roof doesn't actually lock it. If it did, it'd be a bit weird. So it's there. Whoops. Don't do that. Do that. Then start disintegrating on me. And that just sort of sits weirdly angled. So that's pretty much it for, is it called the cab? I'm assuming it's called the cab. I'm just going to leave that separated for now because we are about to do what looks like, oh no, we're doing the arm. So we'll leave that. We'll see how well that's going to be difficult to actually keep together. All right, so we take this, we take this, and we take this way, and that, and I suppose we just sort of make it look like it's together, so to speak. We need two, yeah, we're doing two of them. So that one, oh, one's a little bit higher than the other. That goes there, put another black in place, and hopefully it doesn't pop off. And then assume, yep, these go together like so. So I suppose it does look like it's structurally sound. We take this, two black looky handy pieces. And that one, I suppose we want, yep, we want basically looking the same way. And we want another what we just built. So that, and apparently with the grip pointing up, which isn't very stable. There we go, now it is. And then that connects to that, which does give it a little bit of a sort of thing to it. We want, I'm not sure how, all right, so one's angled, so this one, the bottom one's angled a little bit, and the top one's angled a different way. Should have got it before I plugged it in, because that's real tight. There we go. If one doesn't work, the other one surely will. All right, so that goes on there. Then we take our scoop. That attaches to here. But I'm assuming one of these is supposed to be a little bit longer. Or if I got the, no, I got the right one. It's just going to have to come down a little bit. Come on. Of course, now I pulled the rest of it off. So don't put it all the way down. You still need just enough. Actually, probably would have been easier if that was just down there. So plug that there. Plug that there. Maybe now I should have enough clearance. And we need one more black handy piece. I think this will actually be more useful if I just do this. So just put that straight through, if it'll go. That doesn't reach. Oh, hang on. That's two different sizes. No, that's the right one. Oops. It just does not go all the way the other side. That's barely sitting in there, if you can see that. So hopefully there's not another piece, but apparently that goes on there, which does make it a little bit wonky. All right, so then this attaches to there. And with the way where that's sitting, that's going to have to come further down so we can actually get it up higher. Sorta. So I'm assuming that this is actually supposed to sit in the hand somewhat, but I'm not going to bother. Damn gun. This is going to be another part where I just leave it off until I finish it. All right, so that's that done. All right, now we're going to do the tracks, which I'm kind of glad I now keep this in separate pieces. All right, so we need to connect, apparently, 20 of these, 2 sets of 20s. God help me. This is like Zeta's Brawl trying to put its tracks together. And that's stuck into me Band-Aid. So 3, 4. Assuming it's just one way. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. Come on. 12. 13. 14. That's not what I need. 15. Get on there. 16. 17. 18. 19. 20. So there is one track finished, and if you were counting along with me, I'm glad that we all know how to count to 20, so that's grand. Now I'm going... I somehow misaligned that one, that's funny. Did we go in there? I think I got it. So yes, we have one track all done, and I'm not going to count to 20 again with you watching, so give me half a second, I'll be right back. Right, there we go. We have 2 sets of tracks, and I actually have a spare, I suppose. All right, so that's apparently going to go onto this, which I don't really think it matters how, but I won't lie, it is very reminiscent of how the tracks work on Zeta Brawl, which is a little bit funny. If things are gonna reach. Come on. Did I get it? Yep, I got it. It's very blocky, which, considering what it's made out of, I'm not surprised. And this one. So it's just a matter of figuring out where the clipping mechanism is. I'm just going to turn the lights on so I can actually see that better, and hopefully you can see it a bit better too. By the way, yes, I did count out loud. So yes, I know officially that I can count to 20. Actually, we'll try doing it this way. I can officially count to 20 twice in a row. So that's a plus. My education worked for me, apparently. Get up there. There we go. That might work. Come on. Come on. Clip for me. Think I got it. Kinda. If it pops off, what am I going to do? Alright, so there's that. Those got done, those got done. Alright, and then we take this piece, and I'm just double checking which way this is supposed to have gone, which is this way. And make sure that thing actually wants to line up for me. Oh, that felt weird. And there is Bob in his alt mode. So, yeah, I won't lie, he's a little smaller than I was expecting. I don't know where I've got Bill's box sitting, but yeah, considering it says 109 pieces, but considering some pieces you do not use until you get to robot mode and alt mode and combine mode, it does kind of work. So, yeah, it technically does roll if you want to fiddle with it, although it's probably could do with maybe one more joint. There is one more there, but you know, I wouldn't be able to use it both. Scoop sort of works. At least it's a lot more cohesive than Bill's barrel. Okay, so you can't bend the scoop because the only thing holding in place is this piece here. So you can move all the rest of it, but you can't actually move the scoop in general. But you can do sort of a side to side if that's what you want to do. But it is very easily spins around. So there we go. So let's do size comparison. Here he is with Windblade, because why not? Yeah, obviously much smaller. And just for the alt mode, because I'm definitely not doing this for robot mode, there he is with Bill. So Bill does have the motorized wheels. Bob does not. I don't even know why they bothered putting that on there for, apart from just, you know, making it stick together. So there we go. So that is part 1. Then I will get part 2 also uploaded at the same time. So if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't like this video, give me a thumbs down. I promise you it will not hurt my feelings. Subscribe, ring that bell, leave me a comment. But apart from that, thanks for watching. I'll catch you later.